Good morning, everyone. This is Rafegal, and we are gonna do some more Breath of Fire today. Let's see, Bowie knife, wristband, bandana. Oh, good, they fixed all the weapon names and stuff. We're playing Breath of Fire, but this is a fan translation, which actually has way better names for items and stuff like that. Hopefully that doesn't confuse me too much, because some of the notes I'm using have the old names for stuff, but we'll figure it out. Okay. So I think we're gonna go ahead and just head out. After we do a little bit of poking around. I think there's another item up here. I mentioned last time there's a bit of grinding. That's one of the downsides with this game series, is it does sometimes feel very old school in that way. You tend to need to do a little bit of grinding to get everything moving. Oh hey, there's a circus tent. We're headed to Windia next. Lots of stuck-up birds, the people there. They could use a good laugh. Wow, racist. Genuine bona fide grassman. Never see anything like it anywhere else. Hunter animal, buy a ticket, only 30 Zen. Yeah, I really want to, but I also want to save my money. Okay, let's see it. A little more grind, but we'll get to see something here. Okay. The camel. Turtle food? No, we're not gonna feed the turtle. This is baby stuff. Turtle food? Don't turtles eat worms? Ugh, I'm gonna be sick. Freak show? They gotta be kidding. Gotta get me to Colossia after this and wash my brain out of the battle. Okay. And here, what is it? I can't make it out. A little closer. I want my money's worth. What? Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Fire? Okay. The one, the only Grass Man. That's all. If you want to see him again, go back through the line and pay the nice man off front. See you next time. So, we're seeing this partially because this is actually a character we're going to get later. Okay, so now we get to start our little grind session here. I talked a little bit before about the sprite work in this game. The sprites are very big in battle, which is part of why it's so good. And you right off the bat can see the detail in it because of that. You know, you can see Ryu's, like the definition on Ryu's arms. You can see the way Bo's clothing and his ears move as, like, when his body moves, the rest of him moves. One thing I want to show here, at the top, there's this little green goblin guy. That shows how likely you are to get a random encounter the more he dances. There's also this, which is a neat little feature of this game. You can hunt. Which we were not successful, but if you manage to actually shoot the animals, you get items. It's neat. we're gonna head straight down here, and the reason we're heading down here... Oh, here comes another one. Did you say something? And the reason we're gonna head down here is because of this. There is a full heal, free full heal right here. And you can literally grind right in front of it. Why are they defending? Oh, okay, they're not. See there is a dodge/evasion mechanic in this game, which is helpful, I guess. It's another neat feature. It goes, takes everything up another notch as far as different ways you can play the game, different styles of character. Like evasion's an actual thing, as opposed to a lot of games. Bandana. So we're basically just gonna heal up between these fights and call it good. There will be, like I said, there will be a little bit of a grind. So I talked a little bit last time about the reason this game didn't get really well received in the United States. Part of it was just because it was not well produced, as in, like, they didn't produce a lot of copies of it. Part of it is because they had a lot of issues with translation, especially regarding the fact that there's a lot of church material and Nintendo didn't allow you to do anything religious. It has a very the message in the game is about corrupt religion. It kind of draws from, you know, the like medieval Christian church, Catholic church that you see in a lot of stories. So that's obviously both not well received in the West all the time, and also is a very requires a lot of religious symbolism and conversation, which Nintendo didn't allow. That's not good. I think we'll still be able to get back up after that. Another reason the game didn't sell well is also because let's see if Bose is back up. Actually, let's do order. And then let's check formation quick. The other reason is just the translation was not good. I'm going with this translation because I'm actually really curious what all is in this game, because I've never actually played a Japanese translation. I keep seeing stuff saying that the story is really good, and I kind of agree, but I've always felt like it was pretty not I didn't ever really feel like I completely got all the pieces of the story. I felt like there was stuff missing. So I'm kind of hoping that this is going to help with that. Bosch can now cure poison. So if you notice, I'm using Snipe. Snipe is basically either gives Bosch a one-shot kill potential. So I'm having him use that because it's not that big of a difference. Ugh. That thing hit really hard. Yeah, this came out in 95 in the US, so the same time as Chrono Trigger, Earthbound, Phantasy Star 4. There's a lot of games. There's a lot of good RPGs that came out at the same time as this. And honestly, it holds up really well. Like, a lot of the pieces of it hold up really well compared to a lot of those other ones as well. Which, I really need to make sure Phantasy Star is on my list, because, which, I mean, it is literally on the list, but it's one that I'd like to bump up at some point here, because it's a really interesting game, and I'm actually really curious to see how it, like, what all I could learn from actually doing a bit more research on it before I play it. Okay. Ryu's level 4. I wanted to get up to 5. And I want to buy some items. So I may start heading back here. So once we get away from the fountain, we do want to be able to have access to healing items. Jeez, they are just pummeling Ryu here. Which, Ryu could have one-shot those guys if he was hitting a little bit harder. How much money are we getting from these fights? Okay. Now, if you recall, the items in the shop, like the new weapons and stuff, were like $250. They're very expensive. Which money is actually the main thing we're going to be grinding for in this game more than XP. I think we're gonna focus this one down this time. Maybe that'll be one last attack. There we go. Okay, let's see what we've got for items. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to town. This is where we're gonna end up, but there's better XP and stuff along the way there. Hopefully we should just be able to one-shot these guys now. Death Blow is obviously a crit. Bow is level 4. double check here if there's anything. Headband and Iron Band. We have like a helmet on. Yeah, they have. He has a bandana. So they would get a slight upgrade if we did that, I think. But I'm not really super concerned. I think the main thing is just gonna be, let's hit up the item shop and pick up some herbs. Luckily, not very expensive. Okay, that's good. I think let's just buy a stack of 9. I think that you can do 9 at a time here. Let's do a sort. Auto? There we go. Okay. So now when we get back, we're going to kind of finish our grind up on the way through. And probably do some, like, running from some fights as well once we get away from the, once we get past the fountain. I guess one other thing worth mentioning for this particular series is, once we get back to the map, it's one of the few games that I can think of where the terrain really impacts your ability to travel. You cannot go through the forest. You have to get the ability to travel through the forest later. We've got a couple antidotes. We're at level 4. Let's see what this fight is. There we go. Let's see how close we are, actually. If we're really close to 5, I may just grind it the rest of the way out instead of... Yeah, we're pretty close. I think, like, 2 more fights inside. We have initiative this time, so I think we're just gonna try and take out this first one before it gets to go. Nope. Nice. I'm okay with getting some antidotes in there as well. Free items are good. Yeah, about 20 more, so actually probably gonna be 2 fights, which is actually about perfect. So I think we're gonna just head out unless we get wrecked in this encounter. Basically, as long as we get good fights, so not the ones that are gonna leave us with low HP, then we'll just continue on from here. So since I didn't actually mention it this time, we got some hints at the end of last time. This is where we have to go to retrieve a lost pet. We were told that there are some birds that eat pets. Yeah, these spiders are really nasty. Ideally, we don't want to be fighting them. But I think this is going to be... I think this is going to be what we need to do. And this will get us our level. Or should. So yeah, we're chasing a pet, theoretically. Splits the XP on the back end. Bosch does have healing abilities, which is nice. We're mostly going to be using that out of battle, but it's still good to know. Another system that we just saw for the first time there, counterattacks. There is a chance for dodges and counterattacks with each attack, and it is something that Ryu, as the main character, is very good at. It's kind of neat because he's almost has this like... he's not like the bulky armored hero. He's very much a he has a very slender look to him, which is a good aesthetic for hero, I suppose. I suppose most heroes look like that, but he also doesn't have like the oversized sword or anything to go, or that would go with that. There we go. High encounter rate. Seriously. This one probably would have been faster to just fight through, but these enemies seem to be really fast. I believe it's based on relative speed, but I'm guessing that, like, the zombies we should be able to get away from. Yeah, they're doing plenty of damage here. I'm trying to remember if we get a chance to go back to the fountain. Jackpot! It's a pretty boy this time. I'm sick of eating cats and dogs. Here we go, girls. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. I believe this is the harpy fight. Yep. We're just gonna keep focusing down on this one. Okay, that's right. They attack us as well. Or they attack each other, rather, as well. Downside with bosses is despite the fact that there's normally this nice HP meter, because you don't know how many HP they have, you don't actually get to see the meters. So all bosses end up looking like that. I think we're gonna actually heal Ryu. I think they're gonna get attacked first, and this will get ahead of the damage. Perfect. Okay, I feel like we should be okay on this. Counterattack, good. There we go. And from here, it's real easy. It's a lot easier to keep ahead of the healing once you get that first one down. They pretty much just attack Ryu, so... There we go. And we get another level out of it. Definitely okay with that. Those crazy chicks just say they've been eating cats and dogs? Crap, I hope Susie didn't find her way onto their menu. We better find her fast. Okay, you have initiative. So I guess we'll do an auto. Just to get through this quickly. Since the flea worked so poorly last time. I think you can always run away if you have initiative, but I think we should just be able to kill these guys pretty easily. As well. And then... yeah, this isn't a particularly long section. The main thing was just making sure that we didn't struggle with that boss. So, you see this is gonna fall through. Oh, that's right, it blocks off the fountain. But it does give you a clear pass as well. Don't tell anybody we did that, okay? So yeah, the other reason that we do that is because once you get through that point and you have the way clear, you block off to block off that entrance, which means that we no longer have that free grind spot available. Wait, that's not right. That's the way that was blocked off. Okay. I guess we'll see what's up. I do think I went the wrong way, but that's okay. Hopefully this will kill. Yeah, this is the wrong way. Oh well. Seriously? Come on, game. So I'm continuing this way despite knowing it's the wrong way, pretty much just because I want to get that heal while I can, since I'm already this far in. Oh my god. Seriously, game? Don't do this. Did I just target Ryu? Well? Okay, we got to keep our levels. I think it cut our money in half? Which is really unfortunate, because as I said, we're going to be grinding for money as much as anything else. But if it keeps the story beats, we should be good. Let's see if it keeps anything. The early part of this game is really rough. This game in general is rough. The early part of this game is really rough. As far as actually getting... yeah. And it's really not the game itself, it's the high encounter rate. It's not bosses and stuff. I mean, not that there's not hard bosses, just that's not the thing that kills you most of the time. It's dumb stuff like that. Where if I hadn't gotten an immediate random encounter on my way to that fountain, it would have been fine. If I hadn't, missed 5 runaway attempts in a row, it would have been fine. There we go. There's still monsters here, yeah. Okay. Are we healed up? Mostly, yeah. Big cockroaches! These guys should go down in one hit. Pretty much no problem unless we get really unlucky. Not that that happens in this game. Bosh got another level. Don't come any closer! And I have to fight the big cockroach, which I think... I just realized Bo has MP, and I should be using that to heal, instead of the items that are part of my precious money that I lost half of, because I'm dumb. Okay. Must have been the mother of them all. For in all my years, figured them bugs would be partial to the other white meat, especially especially the tough old kind. Pardon the introduction I like thereof. You can call me Nero. Well, let's get this little feller all cooked up and eaten. Big ol' Roach's 2 million odd youngins will be coming. I don't fancy winding up on their menu again. You'll want some kind of reward for saving me, right? Well, I ain't got no money on me. I don't feel like eating this here by my lonesome. How about you fillers take a split or two home with ya? Never seen a finer piece of pork in my life. Let's just get this collar off of you. You're gonna make the best boiled pork chops this weird land has ever seen, you hear? Old man, I hate to break to you, but I think that collar means your pork chops sort of belong to someone. You think this pig is somebody's pet? Fiddle faddle. This ain't a kitty or a puppy or a bunny or a rabbit here. Could have used one for a side dish, but them's the breaks. The pig slowly turns red. And what do you do? You've just offended. Give me that collar before I put some teeth marks in you. Susie? Holy crap, this porker's the pet we've been looking for. I feel like a pig would make the daintiest conversation piece. Wow. How about no? Nice job, well done. I'd say this is worth 5, maybe 6 big wet ones on the left, so I better practice my puckering. We're going home. Come on, partner. Hunger. So I guess we're taking this old man's lunch and leaving him to his devices. And I think, you know what, actually, given the grind and everything, I think we're actually gonna wrap up here. There's a save point back at the ruins here. So yeah, like I mentioned right off the bat, this is a very grindy game, and there are some parts of it that are challenging for unfair reasons, like, you know, encounter rates and stuff. And I've mentioned right off the bat it was very old school. It's one of the reasons I put it off. The runtime on it's higher than most of the other games around this time. So we'll still see how it goes. I'm figuring it's actually going to be fine. It is a game I've played a lot before. It's a game I really enjoy and I'm familiar with, so we'll get through it, even if we end up, you know, maybe missing a few things along the way, or maybe not grinding out every single little thing. So yeah, hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.